नमो नमः सर्वेषां स्वागतम् अद्य वयं सर्वे प्रथमघटकस्य परिचयस्य अभ्यासः कुर्मः परिचयः Good morning students. So today we are going to learn the first lesson of our syllabus, that is Parichayah. Introduction. Parichayah means introduction. In this lesson, the boys and girls are introducing themselves. When we meet somebody for the first time, we usually introduce ourselves briefly. How to introduce ourselves in Sanskrit is shown here in this lesson. It is our first step towards conversing in Sanskrit. Similarly, there is a poem that explains the different names given in to the five fingers to our hand. So now let's start with the परिचयः. प्रथमः घटकः परिचयः. अहं छात्रः. मम नाम राहुलः. मम माता विदुला. मम पिता सुरेशः. See, aham chatraha. So when we say I means aham. Aham chatraha. Chatraha means student. I am a student. So when this boy is introducing himself, he is saying aham chatraha. I am a student. Mama nama Rahulah. My name is Rahulah. Mama mata Vidula. Vidula is my mother. Mama Mata. Mata is mother. Vidula is her name. So Vidula is my mother. So, Mama Pita Sureshaha. Suresh is my father. Now the girls. Now this boy is introducing to this girl, or he is saying, "Tvam Chhatra, you are a student. Tvam Radha, you are Radha. Tvam Chhatra, Tvam Radha." So you will come to know one more thing when we are using Pullingi words. Pullingi words. Here we are saying that Chhatraha. When we are saying or reading some Strilingi words, it is Chhatra. Means Strilingi words always end with A. Chhatra. Whereas Pullingi words are ending with Chhatraha. That is with the Visargaha. Okay. Now next one. Here also in case of Mama Mata Vidula. See, Vidula is the Sridingi name, so Vidula. And Sureshaha is the Pullingi name, so here it is Sureshaha Visarga is used. Now next one, Eshaha Atharvaha. Eshaha. When we say this, we use Eshaha. Hmm. This boy, so Eshaha. And when it is this girl, it is Esha. So for boy, we use Eshaha Atharvaha. Hmm. Eshaha Atharvaha. For girl, we use Esha Rama. Esha, it is Akarantu. So it is Esha Rama. Here, Eshaha Atharvaha. Saha Deepeshaha. Saha. Now, when we say this, we use Saha, Eshaha. When we use that, when we, that time we use Saha. Saha Deepeshaha. Eshaha Atharvaha. This is Atharvaha. Saha Deepeshaha. Sahadi, that is Deepeshaha. That is Deepesh. Esha Rama. This is Rama. Then when we are saying that, so it is Sa Shreya. Hmm. So this we use Eshaha. For that we use Saha. When we say that this is girl, so Esha, and that is girl, then we use Sa. Okay. So he is Dipesh, she is Shreya, or that is. So for this we use Eshaha, and for this and for Pullingi word we use Eshaha, for Silingi we use Esha. When we use for uh, that or he is, so we use he is Dipesh, and Sashreya, she is Shreya. Okay. Next one. Now we are going to learn one poem which is saying the various names of the various fingers. Okay. which explains us the different names to the different fingers. Now see, एषः स्नेहालुः तातः अस्य नाम खलु अङ्गुष्ठः एषः सिंहालुः तातः एषः means this is स्नेहालुः स्नेहालुः means loving तातः तातः father एषः स्नेहालुः तातः this is a loving father अस्य नाम खलु अङ्गुष्ठः his name is अंगुष्ठ so this thumb is called as अंगुष्ठः and this is the first finger and we call it as the father of the family. That is why he is known as Snehaluhu Tataha. He is the loving father of this entire family of fingers. So we are saying that he is the Eshaha means this is the loving father. Snehaluhu means loving. Tataha father. Asya nama khalu Angushtaha. His name is Angushtaha. This thumb is called as Angushtaha in Sanskrit. Next one, Nikate Nivasati Nanu Mata. Nikate. Nikate means nearer. Nikate to Nivasati Nanu Mata. Nikate means nearby. Nivasati. Is nearby there is Nanu. Nanu means indeed. Mata. After that, nearby who stays? Mata. Nama Tarjani Tasyaha. Her name is Tarjani. So this second finger is called as tarjani. Okay, we generally use this finger to show something. Okay, this, that, for showing this, for showing that, we use this second finger, which is called as tarjani. Okay, so mother indeed is nearby. Her name is Tarjani. Third one is ज्येष्ठा पुत्री दीर्घतमा नाम मध्यमा तस्याः ज्येष्ठा पुत्री ज्येष्ठा eldest putri is daughter eldest daughter is the dirghatama means very tall okay we can see it as tallest so this third finger is the tallest among all the five fingers and this finger is considered as the eldest daughter of this entire family. So that is why it is written Jeshtha Putri Dirghatama. Dirghatama, that is eldest daughter, is the tallest. Jeshtha means eldest. Putri daughter, Dirghatama. She is very tallest. Nama Madhyama Tasyaha. So what is her name? Her name is Madhyama. She is at the middle. So she is called as Madhyama. Next one. तस्याः भगिनी मनोरमा अस्ति ननु सा अनामिका तस्या भगिनी her bhagini is her beautiful sister her sister is beautiful manorama is beautiful bhagini sister her sister is beautiful asti nanu sa anamika so her name is anamika this fourth finger which is called as a ring finger her name is Anamika in Sanskrit. So we call it as Anamika. Next one, the fifth finger is the Kanishthika. So let's see. Ante bhavati kanishta bala tasyaha nama kanishthika. So in the end, ante means at the end, bhavati kanishtha bala, kanishthika bala means the youngest daughter. Tasyaha nama kanishthika. Tasyaha nama kanishthika. Her name is Kanishthika. So see the first finger, who is known as the father, very loving father of the family. Second, which is Angushtaha. Second finger, that is the mother of the family, and we call it as Tarjani. Next one, the third finger, and we call it as Madhyama and Jeshtha Putri Dirghatama. So she is the eldest daughter and she is tallest as well and her name is Madhyama. Next one, fourth one is here. The fourth one is तस्या भगिनी मनोरमा अस्ति ननु सा अनामिका. The fourth finger is the sister, the youngest sister, and her name is Anamika. She is very beautiful. We generally call it as a ring finger. Last one, she is the youngest daughter, and her name is Kanishthika. Hastadvayena pranamami, ashirvadam vindami. So now, hastadvayena, I salute with both the hands. Ashirvadam vindami, I seek the blessings of the others. I blessing of the others. Hastadvayena pranamami. Hastadvayena means with my both the hands. I salute. Pranamami, I salute. Ashirvadam vindami, and I seek the blessings of the elders. Okay. Now we are going to study the various words for the different organs of our body. So we'll start with the first keshaha. Keshaha, hair. Hair called as keshaha. Next one, lalatam. Lalatam, that is forehead. We call forehead as lalatam. Hmm? Next one, nasika. Nasika is nose. Nasika, nose. Nayanam. Nayanam, eyes. Nayanam, eyes. Aushtau. Aushtau, that is, Aushtau means lips. Aushtau, lips. Chibukam. Chibukam, chin. Chin is called as Chibukam in Sanskrit. Kantaha. Kantaha, throat. Kantaha, throat. Vakshaha. Vakshaha, chest. Chest, we call chest as Vakshaha. Now, here at the right side, fingers. So, fingers, Anguli. Anguli is finger. Hastaha. Hastaha, hand. Hastaha, hand. Manibandaha, that is wrist. You call wrist as Manibandaha in Sanskrit. Manibandaha. Next one, Kurparaha. Kurparaha, that is elbow. Kurparaha, elbow. Karnaha. Karnaha, ear. We call ear as Karnaha. Skandaha. Skandaha, shoulder. We call shoulder as Skandaha. So these are some names of the different body parts in Sanskrit. Here, Udaram. Udaram, that is the abdomen. Udaram is abdomen. Ankaha. Ankaha, thigh. We call thigh as Ankaha in Sanskrit. Next one is Janu, that is knee. Okay, knees are called as Janu. Padaha, foot. Foot is called as Padaha. Okay, here. Pindihi, ankle. Pindihi called as ankle. And next one, Parshnihi, heel. Heel is called as Parshnihi. Heel is called as Parshnihi. Okay. So one game is there, that is कर्णं दर्शयत. विदूषकः वदति. विदूषकः वदति कर्णं दर्शयत. कर्णं दर्शयत means show your karna. Karna means what? Karna means your ear. Okay. Mukham udghatayat. Mukham means your mouth. Udghatayat, open the mouth. Open your mouth. Okay. Next, keshan sprushata. Kesha means what? Your hair. Sprushata, sparsh, touch your hair. Touch your hair. Next one, raise hastam upari kuruta. Hastam upari kuruta. That is, raise your hand. Okay. Hastam upari kuruta. Hastam means hand. Upari means hastam means hand. Upari kuruta, that is raise. Raise your hand. Okay. So these are some Sanskrit words for our different body parts. Now let's start with the second ghatakaha, that is kaha ka kim. Okay, kaha ka kim. That is who, what. So which words we generally use for who, for what, that we are going to study now. In the previous lesson, we have done eshaha. We use for this, we use eshaha, and for that or for he or she we use saha. Okay, for he we use saha, and for she we use sa. For pullingi we use eshaha, in strilingi we use esha. Okay, so now with the help of these given words, we are going to frame the question. How do you frame the question? Let's see. Eshaha asimaha. Eshaha asimaha. This is asim. Eshaha asimaha. See, for this we use eshaha. Okay, for that we use saha. Eshaha asimaha. This is asim. Eshaha chalati. He is chalati. Chalati means he is walking. Eshaha asimaha. Eshaha chalati. He is walking. Kaha chalati? Eshaha asimaha chalati. Now, with the help of these two sentences, we have framed one question, that is kaha chalati. So right now there is eshaha, so we will use kaha. If it is esha, we will use ka. So kaha chalati, कौन चालतोय? Okay, कौन चल रहा है? Who is walking? एषः असीमः चलति. This is Asim walking. Hmm. Next one, same question. Eshaha Saha Prasadaha. Now we are using it for the person who is not nearer to us, who is very far away from us. That is Saha Prasadaha. He or that is. He is Prasad, or we can say that is Prasad. He is Prasad. Saha Prasadaha. He is Prasad. Saha Dhavati. He Saha Dhavati. He is running. कः धावति? Who is running? सः प्रसादः धावति. Now we have joined these two sentences. सः प्रसादः धावति. Okay, here also एषः असीमः चलति. We are not using this एषः two times. Here also we are not using this सः twice. कः धावति? सः प्रसादः धावति. Dhavati means running. So he is Prasad running. Now Yogeshaha Dhavati. Yogesh is running. Arjunaha Gachati. Arjun is going. Meghaha Varshati. A cloud is showering. Simhaha Garjati. A lion is roaring. Now you should know one more thing. See, whenever we are talking about the third person, means who is there in front of us or the other person who is far away from us, when we are saying about him whatever action he is doing, we use a pratyay ti. For ekvachan we use ti. Just like you have seen, chalati, eshaha chalati, sah dhavati, asimah chalati, prasadah dhavati, yogeshaha dhavati. Every time we have used ti. So this ti is used for the prathama purush ekvachan. Okay, pratham purush ekvachan. When a third person is there and if he is doing any one action, we use pratham purush ekvachani pratyaya, that is T. Now with the help of some words, we will here frame some sentences. First of all, I will explain you what these words are, and the same uh, actions we have to identify from here. Chatraha. Chatraha, that is, Chatraha means student. Girishaha. Girishaha, that is, here also the name is taken here. Girishaha. Simhaha. Simhaha, that is lion. Mayuraha. Mayuraha, that is more or peacock. Kakah, crow. Gajaha, elephant. Mushakaha, that is rat. शुनकः. शुनकः is used. शुकः, शुनकः. Then शुकः, शिक्षकः, बालकः, अश्वः, मर्कटः. शुनकः is dog. Shukah is parrot. Shikshakah, that is teacher. Balaka is boy or child. Ashvaha is the horse. Markataha is monkey. Okay, so on the basis of these words, with the help of these words, we are going to frame some sentences from by using these various kriyapada or verbs. Now, Chhatraha. So, what will be the sentence? Chhatraha pathati. Hmm. Then we can call it as Chhatraha gachati also. Pathati means reads or mm, doing study. Okay, studies. Then gachati goes. Agachati comes. Likhati, that is writes. Khadati, that is eats. Upavishati sits. Uttishtati gets up, pibati, drinks, pashyati. Pashyati means sees, nrutyati, dances, khelati, plays, gayati, sings, namati, that is praise, then utpatati, falls, vadati, talks. Okay, so now with the help of these some Kriyapada and these some Namaha, we are going to frame some sentences. Okay. For example, Chhatraha. We can write as Chhatraha Pathati because he is studying. Chhatraha Gachati, he is going. Chhatraha Agachati, he is coming. Then Chhatraha Likhati, yes, this is also correct. Chhatraha Khadati, yes. Chhatraha Upavishati, he sits. Uttishtati, he gets up. Then Chhatraha Pibati, maybe he is having some water. Chhatraha pashyati, he is seeing something. Nrutyati, he is dancing. Khelati, he is playing something. Gayati, he is singing something. Namati, that is, he is praying something. Utpatati, he is falling somewhere. Or vadati is telling something. So, same thing for Chhatraha. For Chhatraha, we can use all these Kriya Patha because all are suitable to this naam, or we can call it as the subject. Now the second one, Girishaha. Girishaha, again the Girishaha, that is a name of a student or name of a boy is used. So same, all these are applicable. Girishaha pathati, Girishaha gachati, Girishaha agachati, Girishaha likhati, Girishaha khadati, Girisha upavishati, Girisha uttishtati, Girisha pibati, गिरीशः पश्यति, गिरीशः नृत्यति, गिरीशः खेलति, गिरीशः गायति, गिरीशः नमति, गिरीशः उत्पतति, गिरीशः वदति. So here we can write these many sentences by using these verbs. Now simhaha. So for simhaha we cannot use all these things, no? For simhaha we can't use all these various mm, verbs. For simhaha we can write simhaha gachati. Lion is going. Agachati. He comes. Hmm. Or pibati. Suppose he is drinking water. So simhaha pibati. Simhaha pashyati. Okay. So these many words are suitable. Next one, mayuraha. Mayuraha, that is peacock. So for mayura, what we can write? Mayuraha nrutyati. Next one is kakah. Maybe kakah for kakah we can write kakah pibati, kakah khadati, hmm. kakah pibati, kakah khadati, kakah utpatati. Falling. Utpatati means falling. Falls. Gajaha. What you can write for gajaha? Gajaha means elephant. So for elephant we can write mm, khadati, we can write gachati, we can write agachati, but for gajaha we cannot use likhati, है ना? So this won't come. हाँ, khadati, yes. Upavishati, uttishtati, maybe he is getting up. Pibati, yes, maybe he is drinking water. So gajaha pibati will be correct. Gajaha pashyati, yes. Gajaha khelati, yes, maybe that elephant is playing with something. Next, bas. Uh, Mushakaha. Mushakaha, that is rat. For rat, we can write Mushakaha. That is Mushakaha Gachati. Mushakaha Agachati. Mushakaha Khadati. Mushakaha Pibati. Okay. Mushakaha Khelati. So these are correct verbs for the Mushakaha. For Shunaka, Shunaka means dog. For Shunaka, what we can write? Shunakaha means dog. That is again Shunakaha Gachati Agachati. Shunakaha खेलति, बराबर. शुनकः खादति पिबति. Okay, खादति पिबति खेलति. Then after shunaka, shukaha. Shukaha means parrot. Okay, what parrot is doing? For parrot, what we can write? Again parrot. खादति पिबति खेलति. Khadati means he eats something. Pibati, he drinks something. Then khelati, playing something. Next one, shikshakaha. What shikshak can do? For shikshakaha, we can write shikshakaha gachati, agachati, likhati, upavishati. So these are correct. For balakaha, what we can write for balakaha? Balakaha, that is a small boy. Balakaha pathati, gachati. Balakaha agachati also. Balakaha likhati. Balakaha khadati. Balakaha upavishati. Balakah uttishtati, balatah pibati. Upavishati means sits down. Uttishtati means gets up. Pibati means drinks. Pashyati, balakah pashyati can be also sentence. Balakah nrutyati can be also correct sentence. Balakah khelati, balakah gayati. This is also correct. Balakah namati, balak is spraying something. Balakah utpatati, he is felling down something. Balakah vadati, he is talking something or telling something. That is also the correct sentence. For Ashvaha, Ashva means horse. What you can write for Ashvaha? What Ashvaha can do? Gachati, he is going. Agachati, he is coming. Then Khadati, he is eating something. Pibati, he drinks something. Okay, so these are the enough verbs for Ashvaha. For Markataha, Markataha means vanar or donkey. Sorry, monkey. Sorry. Markataha is monkey. So for monkey, we can write monkey, that is Markataha. Dhavati, Markataha Dhavati, then Markataha Gachati, Agachati, then we can write Markataha Khadati, Markataha Pibati, also correct. Markataha Pashyati, Markataha Khelati, Markataha Uppatati, he is falling down. Okay, Markata Uppatati. So that is also the correct sentence. So this is how, with the help of these some nouns and with the help of these some verbs, you can frame certain sentences for the third person. Okay. So Chatraha, Girishaha, Mayuraha, Kakaha, Gajaha, Mushakaha, Shunakaha, Shukaha, Shikshakaha, Balakaha, Ashwaha, Markata, all these are Nama, but Akaranti Nama, Pullingi Nama. That is why a Visarga is put over there. A Visarga. Mayuraha, Kakaha, Gajaha, Mushakaha. Okay. Now here in the second part, Bhasha Bhyasaha means you have to write. This is for your practice purpose. भाषाभ्यासः is given here. चित्रं दृष्ट्वा वाक्यं लिखत. Okay, so you have to write some sentence. See the pictures and write the sentences. What this boy is doing over here is writing something. Okay, so what we can write? एषः छात्रः. So एषः छात्रः लिखति. We have to write the sentence in this way. Means एषः छात्रः एषः लिखति. So how you will write? एषः छात्रः छात्रः एषः लिखति. So the third sentence will be एषः छात्रः लिखति. Here मूषकः. So एषः मूषकः एषः खादति एषः मूषकः खादति. So he is eating something. एषः मूषकः खादति. Okay, next one गजः. Elephant is called as gajah in Sanskrit. So you will read it as एषः गजः एषः चलति एषः गजः चलति. He is walking, na? So we will write as एषः गजः चलति. Now monkey is called as markatah in Sanskrit. So we will write it as एषः मर्कटः एषः उत्पतति एषः उत्पतति. Next, he is jumping from one tree to the another. So jumping is called as utpatati. एषः मर्कटः एषः उत्पतति एषः मर्कटः उत्पतति. Okay, so एषः मर्कटः उत्पतति. Now we have done एषः or सः. For एषा or सा we will do in the next lecture. Okay, thank you.